This is a vintage alert. This is not a drill. I have 5 vintage newsstand Sports Illustrateds graded by CGC, and we're going to open them up right now in this unboxing video. My name's Jim. I'm from CGC Sports. Here's what I got. Look at this. I got a classic, iconic Celtics Hall of Famer. Beautiful looking cover. I got a Muhammad Ali publication that, in fact, I got 2 Muhammad Ali publications that are freaking awesome. I love both of them. I have an issue I have been looking for forever. Never been able to find it. Finally got a newsstand copy that should be in a pretty decent grade. That's going to be very exciting. And then kind of an alternate publication that I just thought was really cool and hadn't been graded very much and should be the top pop. And so that was good enough for me to throw it in there and get it graded. My name's Jim. CGC Sports Illustrated. I do these unboxing videos. I always say mostly Sports Illustrated, but a lot of times these boxes are not even half Sports Illustrated, much less all Sports Illustrated, and that's the case with this one. You know the rules. I know what these issues are. I don't know what the grades are. You get my live reaction here on this video. These are upside down or not facing. They're not upside down, which means the grades are facing up, which means you can't have that. So you got to do a little look away there so there's no peeking. Come on. Yeah, all right. Get rid of that. Okay, get rid of that. No peeking. So you get my live reaction on these videos here. And sometimes we get a 9.8 and we have a 9.8 party. Not going to be the case today because these are all vintage. So it's much more likely that I'll be devastated and upset by these grades, and it'll just ruin my day and my whole weekend, and I'll be down in the dumps. Hopefully that won't be the case. Let's pop some nice grades here. Whew. That's some heavy scuffing on the back of that one. They're vintage. What do you want? Let's get rocking and rolling. Come on. Killed this grade. That scuffing on the back absolutely killed this grade, but I am not going to let it get me down because this is the issue I was talking about in the beginning that I've been looking for forever. And this is the first time I've ever owned a newsstand copy. 6.5. Secretariat. First ever Newsweek cover. This came out on June 11th, 1973. Here are the particulars. There are 2 at 9.2, 3 at 8.5, 3 at 7.5. Projected this at 7.5 because I was hoping they'd kind of, just gloss over that. That's nothing. Don't worry about that. You don't have to downgrade me for that nastiness. That's where they, I know that's where they killed me. Love this issue. Of course, Secretariat winning the Triple Crown in 1973. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, Time, and Newsweek, all the same week, all came out on the same day. I have the Sports Illustrated. I now have the Newsweek. I do not have the Time. Man, that's a tough issue to find. Really, really tough. One day I'll find the Time, and I will have my own little Triple Crown. I'll have my own little Secretariat Triple Crown with the Sports Illustrated and the Newsweek and the Time. I have always been a big horse racing fan. Been to the Kentucky Derby. Been to Churchill Downs when they're not running the Kentucky Derby. Been to Keeneland. If you're anywhere near Lexington, Kentucky, and Keeneland is racing, go to that horse track. It is an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous horse track near Lexington, Kentucky. My in-laws owned a racehorse for a long time, so I've always been a big racehorse fan, and I got to do it. I got to do it because I love them. Secretariat highlights.
They continue down the backstretch, and that Secretariat now taking the lead. He's got it by about a length and a half. Still Stam, 10 lengths back. My Gallon twice the sprint. They're moving on the turn now. For the turn at Secretariat. It looks like he's opening. The lead is increasing. Make it 3.5. He's moving into the turn. Secretariat holding on to a large lead. Stam is second, and then it's a long way back to My Gallon and twice the sprint. They're on the turn, and Secretariat is blazing along. The first 3/4 of a mile in 109 and 4/5. Secretariat is widening now. He is moving like a tremendous machine. Secretariat by 12. Secretariat by 14 lengths on the turn. Stam is dropping back. It looks like they'll catch him today. As My Gallon and twice the sprint are both coming up to him now. The Secretariat all alone. He's out there almost a sixteenth of a mile away from the rest of the horses. Secretariat is in a position that is impossible to catch. He's into the stretch. Secretariat leads his field by 18 lengths. And now Price of Prince is taken second. And Mike Gallen has moved back to third. They're in the stretch. Secretariat has opened a 22-length lead. He is going to be the Triple Crown winner. Here comes Secretariat to the wire. An unbelievable, an amazing performance. He hits the finish 25 lengths in front. It's going to be Price of Prince second.
I love everything about that Secretariat Triple Crown run. Also, if you're ever in Lexington, Kentucky's a great town, massively underrated. Bourbon Trail, Keeneland horse racing track. They've also got, I think it's called the Kentucky Horse Farm. Very cool. It's where Man of War is buried. Former Kentucky Derby winners that are still alive are, stabled there. Kentucky Horse Farm in Lexington is also great. If you have any interest in horse racing and or bourbon, highly recommend a weekend trip to Lexington. Been there many, many times myself and always have a great time. Great college town with University of Kentucky there. Go to Rupp Arena. Man, Lexington. I'm like with the Lexington Chamber of Commerce here, but it is really an awesome town, and there's a ton of cool stuff to see there. And man, was hoping for a better grade on that one, but can't be too angry because I've never owned that Secretariat Newsweek before, and I love it. Okay, next up. Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So this is that oddball publication I was talking about. Street and Smith's yearbook, 1974-75. The basketball yearbook was always college and pro back then. There is a 6.0, so this 9.0, easily the top pop, crushed it, projected this at 8.0. I'm thrilled with that 9.0. That's Kareem on the cover. He had, and it is Kareem. He had changed his name from Lou Alcindor to Kareem in 1971. Also, Dave Cowens from the Celtics on the cover there for him. 1971, 1974-75, which is when this came out. Pretty rough season for the Bucks. They won the title in 1971, but 4 years later, that team was absolutely falling apart. This was the first year without Oscar Robertson. He had retired the year before. Bucks missed the playoffs. Kareem gets traded to the Lakers, and it took the Greek Freak 50 years later, but to bring another title to Milwaukee with the Bucks. 9.0, love that. Not bad. All right, that's good. Exceeding projections, always good. Let's just do this. Let's just exceed my projections on the rest of these. Just for the last three, we can just exceed projections, and this will be an awesome box. Oh, that is pretty good and better than what I was expecting. Oh, that's awesome. Rumble in the Jungle, Ali and Foreman. October 28th, 1974 is when this issue came out. There is one 9.0. There are two 8.5s. There are now three 8.0s. Projected this at 7.0. I'm ecstatic. So this came out, on the 28th. It was the preview for the Rumble in the Jungle fight between Foreman and Ali, which happened 2 days later on October 30th in Zaire, Africa. George Foreman was the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. He got his ass beat by Ali. Foreman was a 4-1 favorite in that match, and Ali knocked him out in the 8th round. It was the first time Ali used his famous rope-a-dope strategy, which was basically he was going to play defense for 7 rounds. Play defense, let George Foreman tire himself out, and that is exactly what happened. Ali knocked him out in the 8th round, and a massive, massive boxing upset for Ali to then regain his heavyweight title. And let's go to the highlights. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, and the Rumble in the Jungle.
Ali gets the first punch in, looking to drop that left hook. Moves Ali with a right hand lead again. Out with a nice left. Right hand.
Ali started fast, leading to his legs giving out pretty quick and Foreman battering him on the ropes. Ali was never in any serious trouble and would often pounce in with quick flurries just to let Foreman and the judges know that he was still in control.
Continues to talk. Definitely serious. This look of determination.
staggered. Foreman staggered.
Once Ollie was done rope-a-doping Foreman, he started moving in for the kill.
I told you all that I was the greatest of all time. Sunday, listen, I told you today I'm still the greatest of all time. Never again make me the underdog until I'm about 50 years old. Right. Then you might get me.
I love that. What do I always talk about? I want stories from my collectibles. I want stories. The Rumble in the Jungle, an iconic fight, a great name. You've got Ali, Foreman fighting in Africa. Foreman a 4-1 favorite. Ali upsets him. Knockout in the 8th round. Rope-a-dope. Oh, there's just, the stories here are incredible. And visually, God, if this doesn't scream 1974. Just look at that. Visually screams 1974. And I love that 8.0. Ali, Foreman, Rumble in the Jungle. Okay, 2 left here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Come on. Oh, look at that. Not too shabby. Just a 9.0 of a Muhammad Ali publication. Talk about goofball publications. Never heard of this one before. Never even seen it before. But I bought a pretty big collection of wrestling and boxing magazines recently. And I love this one. This is Boxing Illustrated Wrestling News. Couldn't find it. Maybe it was 2 separate publications and they merged and just kept both names. But it's Boxing Illustrated Wrestling News. 9.0. This is the top pop. I projected this at 8.0, so I'm thrilled. Came out in December 1965. When this came out, Ali had just beaten Floyd Patterson to retain his 3 heavyweight titles. Ali and Patterson fought twice, once in 1965. This issue, Ali won. Then they fought again in 72. Ali won again. Man, this issue is 60 years old. Exactly. This December, it'll be 60 years old. And I just popped a 9.9 on that baby. That's awesome. It says Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali in quotes, cover. He had changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali in 1964. So don't know why they did that on the labeling, because he wasn't Cassius Clay when that came out. He was Muhammad Ali at that point in time. All right, one more. Let's see what we got here. Need to finish strong. Just need to finish real strong with this bad boy right here. Okay, pretty good. Strong, and again, exceeding my projections. I'll take this. This is a beautiful looking cover. John Havlicek, May 12th, 1969. There's a 9.2, there's a 9.0, an 8.5, and then you got your boy. This 8.0 right there. Projected this at 7.5. This is Havlicek's second cover. By the way, Havlicek's first cover. Here, I'm going to pull it up. We'll show it to you right here. One of the visually stunning, one of the most beautiful Sports Illustrated covers, that John Havlicek first cover. 13-time All-Star, number 17, retired by the Celtics Hall of Fame. He's John Havlicek, an all-time great, but one of the most memorable moments came in the 1965 Eastern Conference Finals, made famous by legendary Celtics broadcaster Johnny Most. And here it is.
He has a 1-point lead. Greer's putting the ball on a play. He gets it out deep, and Havlicek steals it. Over the stand throws. Havlicek stole the ball. It's all over. It's all over. Johnny Havlicek is being mobbed by the fans. Bill Russell wants to grab Havlicek. He hugs him. He squeezes John Havlicek.
And what I love about that is the similarities between that call from Johnny Most, and then you fast forward 20 years and Johnny Most doing it again, this time with Larry Bird and the Pistons.
Thomas wants to get it in quickly.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the knee, right up one second left. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass. Laid it up to DJ. DJ laid it up to him. And Boston has a 1-point
I'm a huge fan of iconic broadcasters that just have made their mark. Johnny Most, when it comes to basketball, one of the greatest, just had that, just sounded like he gargled shards of glass. Havlicek, the bird stole the ball underneath the DJ and it's in. Just two incredible calls by Johnny Most for the Celtics. Love this Havlicek second cover at 8.0 from 1969. Rock solid set of vintage issues. I love it. Love everything about it. Find me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, every social media platform, Facebook groups. Same username is here, CGC Sports Illustrated. My magazine cleaning and pressing service. Always taking new customers and repeat customers. If you're interested, drop a comment. Find me on social media, shoot me a DM. I'll hold your hand, walk you through the whole process. I know it can be intimidating if you've never gotten stuff graded before, but that's what I'm here for. Happy to help and really happy that you are watching these videos. Appreciate it. Thank you.